Welcome everyone into the third space today, whether you're joining me here in the face-to-face place or whether you're joining me online live or online later. It's really wonderful to have you with us and to join us in this meditation practice. This is a mindfulness practice, and I was wanting to just briefly remind us of some things before we jump into our practice. And I was listening to a workshop that I conducted last year, and one of the things that I talked about in the workshop was just reminding us that our amygdala, our brain, responds to perceived threat in exactly the same way as real threat. So whenever we feel a sense of being unsafe, whether that's because we stumble across a snake on the path as we're walking in the bush, or whether we are fearful that we can't sleep, or we're frightened about an interview or something, whatever it is that we don't feel safe about, our nervous systems, which our brain is a part of, is going to respond in the same way. And so our vigilance, our fight, flight, freeze mechanisms are triggered, and that makes it really difficult to meditate or be peaceful. And we need to basically kind of undo the mechanism and of being triggered or aroused in our nervous system. So one of the main ways that we can reverse that process is through mindfulness and through deep breathing and various other methods. And those things soothe our nervous system and reverse the flow of adrenaline and cortisol. So I just thought I would remind us of that today, that our bodies and our nervous systems respond to perceived threat as much as they do real threat. So that might be a little tip to help us notice when we need to get into that place of mindfulness. So let's begin our practice. Let's begin by getting comfortable in our bodies. When we're in an uncomfortable posture, there's part of our body that's calling for attention. And there might be a perceived threat of feeling uncomfortable and disturbing our meditation. We really need to get into a position that brings us into that place of rest. So I'll just give us a minute to do that. Just wriggle. Lovely and symmetrical, lovely neutral spine. Transitioning into our practice. Just beginning to pay attention and notice which part of our lungs we're breathing from. Noticing where the breath is flowing. Okay. So we take a deep breath in through our nose and our throat deep into our belly. And as we exhale, we gently turn our chin towards our right shoulder. And with our eyes, we gaze over our shoulder, whether they're open or closed. It doesn't matter. Just as we're looking over our shoulder, we might feel a stretch in the back of our eyes. Continuing the flow of breath, the flow of air in and out of our bodies as we stretch and gaze. On our next breath out, we gently turn towards center and flow all the way through with our chin towards our left shoulder. . We might feel a gentle stretch through our neck as we gaze over the shoulder. Allowing our attention and focus to notice any sensations that we feel through our body. We might feel some sensation down the back of our arms, flowing down our forearms into our fingertips. Continuing to draw the air in through the nose and down into the belly. We take a deep breath in and exhaling, gently moving back through center and up towards 1 o'clock. Lifting the chin, gazing up, lifting the whole face, and then lifting the eyes to gaze as far up as they can. Noticing any sensations in the back of the eyes. Remembering to continue to breathe and noticing where the belly's breathing in and out, feeling that stretch. As we take a breath and exhale, moving down, back through center and across and up towards 11 o'clock. Lifting the chin, lifting the head up, and with the eyes gazing up towards the sky. Again, noticing the stretch in the back of the eyes. And on the next breath out, gently returning to center. Really drawing the breath in. We're going to do 3 double breaths. So we take a normal breath, and when we get to the top of that breath, we take about 25% more. So we breathe in and then a bit more, and then slowly exhaling. And again, another double breath, taking a breath in. When we get to the top, taking that bit extra. And then exhaling slowly, more slowly than breathing in. One last double breath, breathing in, and then that bit more. And then gently and slowly breathing out. On the next breath in, we're going to raise our shoulders up towards our ears. So breathing in, holding for a moment. And then when we breathe out, rolling the shoulders back, drawing the shoulder blades together, really pushing the chest out, rolling the shoulders down. And again, breathing in, shoulders towards the ears, up. And slowly breathing out, rolling the shoulders back, pulling the shoulder blades together, stretching the chest out in front, rolling the shoulder blades all the way down. And one last time, breathing in, rolling back. Sitting in this place for a few deep breaths. So just breathing in, noticing the flow of air. allowing our bodies to really rest in the bottom of the breath. So just extending that bottom of the breath. So after we breathe out, we just pause, pausing in the stillness. Responding to our body and allowing our bodies to take the air in and really welcome that breath into the body. Pausing at the bottom of the breath. Transitioning now into a rhythm that belongs to our own body, whatever that rhythm looks like for you today. Just notice. Notice the rhythm. Noticing the flow of air. Noticing the sensation of the flow into the nose, down the throat until you can't feel that flow because it's filled the lungs. But noticing the rise and fall of our chest and torso. In and out. In and out. The oxygen nourishing every cell in our body. Embracing the rhythm of breathing. Allowing the breath to help our bodies feel safe. As we continue in the flow of breath, we begin to draw our attention up to the top of our heads. And we just notice the flow of gravity now. Wonderful flow, that flow and force that connects us to the earth, grounding us, holding us. We notice the flow over our whole body, over the skin, the container of our being. And we feel that overall drawing down, that lovely force that holds us. Connecting us to the earth. Drawing our focus up to the top of our heads. And just imagining that gravity starting at the top. And like the shower water as it flows down over, feeling the gravity flow over our forehead, over the micro muscles around our eyes, over our cheeks, over the bridge of our nose, drawing our skin down into a relaxed position, flowing down over our jaw, starting up near our ears and flowing down, down to our chin. All the muscles around our mouth, we just let them go. Don't need to hold them in a tight position today. Just let all of the micro muscles around our lips, in our mouth, we just release, imagining them being drawn down towards the earth. Our mouth might be slightly open at this point. We might even let out a little sigh as we exhale. Ah. Ah. Drawing our focus now round to the back of our head, to the place where our spine joins the head, the spinous erectus muscles that hold us up. Such strong muscles do an amazing job holding us upright. They flow all the way down, right through our core, all the way down to our sit bones. We think about our spine muscles with gratitude. We feel what they feel, and if we can, we just imagining them being in a position of rest right now. We have any areas of pain within our spine, we just imagine the wonderful oxygen-filled blood traveling all the way down to that area, filling that area with healing oxygen in the blood. It's releasing healing into that area. Just allowing the messaging from that area to our brain just to fall quiet. Pain is a message. Let's allow it to be quiet for a little bit. We draw our attention now back up to our shoulders. So many burdens carried on our shoulders, carried in our bodies. So much pushing against gravity and holding of tension. We notice it. We notice where we're carrying that in our shoulders. Over the next few breaths, we're going to allow our shoulders, we're going to give our shoulders permission to drop down, to be drawn down by the gravity. So with the next few breaths out, we're going to release the shoulders. Perhaps we need to release our neck as well. Just letting those muscles and tendons, ligaments, we just allow them to rest in this posture of stillness. Continuing in our mind's eye down through our shoulder blades, around the shoulder blades, down underneath, where our adrenal glands and our kidneys sit, our rear core muscles. We just let them go with each breath out. We notice our core, front core muscles, all the way deep in our bellies. Perhaps that area is churning a little bit. We continue to breathe in and allow gravity to flow over us. We release our belly muscles, just letting that relax, perhaps imagining a bowl of jelly. It's not tight like a rock, but just our core muscles just at rest. Our whole core. Letting our attention drop to our sit bones, the place that engages with where we're sitting. Just appreciating that connection with the earth or with a chair or the bed, whatever it is that we're engaged with, just appreciating the stability of the connection. Appreciating the gravity that holds us there. Feeling safe in this moment. Feeling stable, connected. Allowing our mind and thoughts to also be still and quiet. At rest. When our thoughts wander around, we can bring them back. gently, without criticism, to our breath, to our body, to the sensation of gravity, to the touch of our fingers. Peace in the stillness. We begin to allow our thoughts to gently and slowly come back into our consciousness. Slowly and gently rising, coming into the front of our minds. Allowing our bodies to emerge from the stillness as we take a deep breath in. And we exhale, gently turning our chin towards our right shoulder, gazing over the shoulder. Taking a deep breath in, and when we exhale, slowly and gently moving back through center to our left shoulder. Noticing any sensations through the body and enjoying them. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling, gently moving up through to 1 o'clock. Feeling the flow of air, maybe through the mouth. As we exhale down, moving through center and then up to 11 o'clock. Lifting the face, the eyes up towards the sky. On the next exhalation, gently moving back to center. Perhaps it will feel good to just give the neck and head a bit of a roll. As we take a deep breath in through the nose, down the throat, deep into the belly, and exhaling, concluding our time together as we breathe out. Gently opening our eyes and coming back into whatever space we find ourselves in today. Thank you for joining us. Be at peace, my friends. Shalom.